Hello, this is Android here, and I am going to teach you about a new 2v2 strategy me and my friend have managed to develop. We are both going to play Protoss, as you can see here. I'm the teal Protoss, he's the purple Protoss. And the strategy is essentially cannon rushing combined with macro. So it's kind of a macro cheese, if you would like to refer to it that way. That's what we call it. We call it the macro cheese. So, yes, that is its name. If you're ever using it, you have to refer to it as the macro cheese. Otherwise, I will be very disappointed with you. And you do not want an amateur shoutcaster to be disappointed with you, because he will amateur shoutcast your match and make you look bad, and that is not good. Alright, we can see my friend here, 3, moving out with his probe. By the way, his computer is really awesome, but the GPU graphics card is really damn crappy. So he might just be lagging at some points during this game, wouldn't surprise me. But let's not mind about that. Let's just take a look at my base. You can see I'm just building probes. I could build my gateway now, but no, I'm just building a lot of probes. And I would like to say that this is the worst map possible, maybe with an exception of like one other map, but this is at least a very terrible map for this strategy, because my friend can't really lock them down efficiently on this map. We wanted to remind ourselves after playing this map with this strategy that let's never try macro cheese on this map again. It's fucking retarded, and honestly it is, but I choose to show you the strategy on this map because what the hell, you know, it actually worked anyways. It's so strong it actually worked anyways. And of course it's a cheese. It's all in. You can see me building a nexus here at the gold. I could expand here, it doesn't matter. I could expand here, it doesn't matter. I could expand here, it doesn't matter. You just have to expand really fast. That's the point. I just get a lot of probes and I expand as fast as possible. I get a new pylon, I get even more probes, and you can see all I'm really doing is just macroing like crazy. I'm just getting a lot of probes. My friend, his goal is to distract the enemy. He's just building a lot of cannons. They can't get out, so any early rush or whatever that is not early enough to come up before the cannon rush will have no way whatsoever at getting out of their base. Basically, my friend is just keeping them inside their base, allowing me to macro up like mad. Of course, as mentioned, this is a cheese, and as any cheese, it has its weakness. It's an all-in cheese. You can't expect it to do everything for you every time. But if I am left alone for just a decent period of time here, we're probably going to win. It's almost unbeatable if I just get some time to build up. So you can see my friend just cannon rushing here, then he realizes, oh shit, there's like 3 paths out of the base. So he's trying to build cannons over here as well. Gets kind of expensive. I would just like to point out that for the record, we don't really take 2v2 very seriously. That is why we actually came up with this strategy. It started off with him cannon rushing and me going only nexuses and probes. In this game I will practically only go nexus and probes, except I will use them to do something. In the previous game I only used the probes to try to kill these Thors, and you can imagine 200 supply worth of probes didn't really kill a lot of Thors anyways. But you know, it was fun to see, so we had some fun. And we've just been playing around, and then we realized it's this strategy, oh my god, it works. And I don't know, for what it's worth, this is Diamond League 2v2, and I think we have won about 6 games in a row using this strategy. And I think afterwards we did lose some games, and then we won some games, etc. I think we have won about 80% or so of every game out of like 10 games. So yeah, 6 in a row, then like 2 wins, 2 losses. That's about it. So the strategy have proven very useful even in the Diamond League, as mentioned. You know, for whatever that's worth. For you people who want to get into Diamond League, maybe you like to try out this macro cheese. It's kind of neat. You need some mad macro skills though, like I have. As you can see, I'm macroing my nexuses like mad. Let's take a look at the income, and we can see here I'm already up at 1.7k almost, 1.6, 1.7. Since I'm mining from 3 bases at the moment, one of them being gold. I built one gateway and one cybernetics. On some maps I get a forge as well. I usually do this on the maps where I can wall off myself. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explain this. Okay, so when I can wall off both myself and my friend with just one set of cannons, like over here, I could just go ahead and build a forge of my own and get some cannons after I have expanded twice. So I would have expanded over here and over here. And then I would have gotten some cannons here, and then I would have probably expanded again. But there are too many entrances on this map, and it is too expensive for me to do so, really. I have no idea where I got this forge. I'm gonna build cannons later, actually right now, since they have broken out here. I want some defenses. As mentioned, it was completely retarded to do this on this map to begin with. But, I mean, if they would have attacked now, we would have died instantly. So this is of course a window of time in which they can attack. I can assure you though, this has worked several games in a row. And if I am left alone for just a little bit more, I will be able to retaliate so fast they can do practically nothing about it. Because you can see my macro is already up way mad. It's just way ahead of everyone else. I mean, I have more income now than everyone else combined. That is just insane, and it's not it's not even 10 minutes into the game yet, and I'm sitting on 3 bases. On most maps at this point I sit on 4 bases with this strategy, but I'm using the gold, and I felt I really needed to get these gateways up fast, so there is no need to do so. I currently have 11 gateways, and as you can see, since I wasn't able to really block off here, my friend got kind of massacred. Lately we've been blocking together. He's been building the forge over here instead of over here, and we've been blocking our base together. Not on this map though, because we're not playing this strategy on this map anymore, but we've been blocking our base together. Imagine this is the only ramp, or the only path out. I block over here, and he blocks over here, and then we continue the little block together. Of course he won't build anything more than a pylon and a forge in the beginning there, but still that would help. He's got his 2 phoenixes here just chilling around. I still have way more income than they have combined, and my 11 gateways are coming up. I have some minerals, I'm warping a lot of stalkers, and he's just rushing past my cannon defenses, whereas Protoss is just trying to charge into it. Zerg is going to wipe out one of my bases here, or at least the income. But you can see my income is still sky high. I still have more income than they have combined. So it doesn't really matter that they are able to kill one of my base's workers, as they are sacrificing all their troops, and I'm able to just warp in units like mad with the cash I have. Usually when we go this strategy, I am able to build 16 gateways, as I have 4 bases. I build 16 gateways, which is about the amount you can actually support. Currently I'm at 11. Well, 14 right now apparently, but still. I have some down here, yeah. Okay, so I have 14 gateways, and I'm trying to support all of them. Kind of running out of cash since they took out my workers here, but no biggie. I have so many nexuses, I can produce workers at a faster rate, and that is the thing, because when you expand twice really early, that is the idea. The main idea is not to just fast expand once, but you fast expand at least twice, and maybe thrice. So you expand as many times as possible as you can in the time window your friend gains you by blocking their base. And then your income will skyrocket as soon as you're able to build enough workers. And when the workers are up, you're at a major advantage. All of a sudden, there's almost no way you can be beaten. You can see I can, despite being kind of supply blocked, well, I'm bound to be, because I can make so many units. Especially if I had 4 bases, I would have had even more workers. Even the 200 supply roof wouldn't be enough. That's what I'm talking about. So naturally, when going for this strat, you want to attack as often as possible, but that is no problem, since I have 14 gateways. I can just warp in even more units whenever I want to, and that will surely be enough. As you can see here, he's got like 12 units. Well, I can warp in 14 units in just one go, and I do have the cash to do so, because I'm getting over 2,000 minerals per minute. I'm getting slightly less gas, not mining gas here, that's my bad, but you know, still mad macro skills, of course. So it's really all about macroing like crazy with combined with a cannonrushed that distracts. And this in almost all cases the enemies will fall for it and not attack in time. In some cases though they might be able to just breach through your cannons. It depends on how well you build this up. And of course this wasn't really a good map to do it. But once you do manage to get this up, as mentioned, you're pretty much invulnerable. There's not much the enemies can do. I'm just gonna build some cannons here with excess minerals. Kinda running out of supplies soon, since I can warp in so many units all the time whenever I want to. Of course, yeah, I'm building pylons here at some chokes, just, you know, when I get some cannons up with these excess minerals. So I'm warping in a lot of units. I got some pylons here because I wanted to warp in more units and I needed more supplies. I built several. You know, there's no danger because the game is already over. My friend just pretty much pushed them down, limited their amount of bases, and I just macroed up like mad. And if you don't believe in this strategy, you should just try it out sometime because it's really fun. At least from my point of view, I'm the macroing player. In my opinion, it's really fun. I mean, it's not really. I guess it's kind of cheese since it's all in, and I mean, if there's a big window of time that almost no one is able to seize, that will completely destroy you if they actually attack during that time and if they attack correctly. So this will probably not work against anyone who suspects it, but currently almost no one is doing it because it's so stupid to get like 4 nexuses or 3 nexuses extra in the beginning. There's just no reason to, really, in most people's minds. It just doesn't make any sense. So no one expects this to happen, and that's pretty much why it works. So I guess this is going to work for a while, and depending on how many... Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's look at this again. It's okay, now you can hear my awesome voice even more. Yes. Yes. Alright. Well, kind of running out of time anyway, so I guess it was good. So attacking my cannons here, not so successfully. I can just warp in as many units as I want. Of course, this is probably doable with Zerg, but I wouldn't have been able to... I mean, I would have been able to mass product, but the defense of Zerg, we have tried this with Zerg and no success really, seems to be too vulnerable in the beginning. And you can't protect your friend, and as I talked about, that is what we prefer to do. We prefer to wall in here together, and there's no way to do that if one of us is Zerg. Alright, so I hope you try out the macro cheese, and I hope to, I don't know, see it in 2v2, because it is so retarded, and it is completely stupid that it works. Completely stupid, but it somehow does. Trust me, just try it out.